Hey, Lions fans! Today we're going to look at two very different updates involving the Lions. You won't believe what just came out in the media. One of them is about a decision to cut a player that surprised everyone at training, and the other is a bizarre and worrying situation that happened to Coach Dan Campbell and his family. If you don't want to miss anything about your favorite team, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Let's watch the video. Cutdown day is one of the toughest in the NFL, as teams often have to part ways with players they really like simply because there's no room on the roster. For the Detroit Lions, one of those hard decisions was cutting linebacker Abraham Beauplan, who had a strong training camp and preseason showing. Originally signed by the Lions in early August after a stint with the Minnesota Vikings, Beauplan quickly made an impression. He had a standout performance against the Kansas City Chiefs, earning an impressive 90.1 grade from Pro Football Focus. He followed that up with another solid outing against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 3 of the preseason. Ultimately, with linebacker Ben Niemann having more time in the system, the Lions opted to go with him for the final roster. But now, Beauplan is back with the team, signing to the practice squad. This move comes at a critical time, as Derrick Barnes is set to miss at least the next 4 games. While the Lions boast a deep linebacker group, Beauplan could potentially get called up via practice squad elevations over the coming weeks. Even if that doesn't happen, he's a player the team may want to keep around for the rest of the season, with the potential for a larger role in 2025. At just 24 years old, Beauplan is still a promising project. To make room for Beauplan on the practice squad, the Lions will likely need to part ways with another player or promote someone to fill the open spot on the 53-man roster. We'll keep you updated on any further moves. And while we're talking about unexpected moments, nothing could be more bizarre than what happened to Dan Campbell recently. You won't believe what happened to him and his family, and especially what he had to say about it. Dan Campbell has earned immense respect from Detroit Lions fans for transforming the team's fortunes as head coach. However, even with overwhelming support, a few individuals sometimes cross the line. In a bizarre and unsettling situation, Campbell's home address was leaked on social media by one of his daughter's classmates as a joke following the Lions' loss to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. The classmate posted Campbell's address on Snapchat, accompanying the leak with a derogatory message, "Dumb trying to go for it," referencing Campbell's game decisions. Things escalated when the classmate and a group of friends drove to the house, parking outside and shouting unpleasant remarks toward the property. At the time, Campbell and his wife Holly were in San Francisco, but their daughter was at home, though she was fortunately not alone. Her boyfriend was with her when the group arrived. Following the leak, there were 4 documented instances of harassment and unwanted visitors at the Campbell residence, prompting Dan and Holly Campbell to ask their daughter and her boyfriend to temporarily leave for safety reasons. Local police provided extra patrols around the property for the next few days. The classmate responsible for the leak was identified and questioned by investigators, but after looking into the matter, police determined that the situation didn't meet the threshold for criminal charges. Despite this, the incident made the Campbells feel vulnerable, especially with Dan frequently on the road during the NFL season. Holly Campbell, concerned for the family's safety, urged her husband to relocate, fearing that people now knew their address and could potentially target the house when Dan was traveling. As a result, the Lions coach decided to sell their 7,800 square feet Cape Cod-style mansion in Oakland County and move to a new, undisclosed location. Although this unsettling incident forced the family to move, Campbell emphasized that he does not hold Lions fans accountable for the actions of a few. In a press conference, he reaffirmed his love for the fan base. "Our fans are unbelievable. There's nowhere else I'd rather be or any other team I'd rather coach for," Campbell told reporters. Thankfully, no harm came to Campbell or his family, and their safety remains the top priority. So, what did you think of these situations? Will Beauplan come back with everything and secure his place? And what do you think of this bizarre situation involving Dan Campbell? Leave your comments and take the opportunity to click on the video of the final screens to continue following everything about the Lions. See you in the next video.